In a world that often feels like a battlefield for women, where we're pitted against each other in boardrooms, on social media feeds, and even in our own circles, it's downright exhilarating to witness genuine support blooming. I love seeing women supporting women. It's not just a feel-good moment, it's a revolution in the making. And nothing captures that electric energy quite like the recent A Seat at the Table dinner in Los Angeles, hosted by the unstoppable Emma Grede, with Meghan Sussex gracing the gathering. The sweet video shared from the evening radiates warmth, laughter, and that rare kind of camaraderie that reminds us, when we come together, we don't just survive, we thrive. Picture this: a sun-drenched LA evening, the kind where the air hums with possibility. The dinner unfolded at the stunning home of interior designer Kelly Wearstler, a space that's equal parts artistic haven and conversation catalyst. Plant-based chef Camilla Marcus whipped up a menu that's as nourishing for the soul as it is for the body. Think vibrant, earthy dishes that celebrate flavor without compromise. But the real magic: the women around the table. Emma Grede, the visionary behind the series, described it perfectly in her reflections on the night. This dinner series is about making that energy ours, about women coming together to share openly, trade resources, and help each other get shit done. Because when women choose to collaborate, to champion each other, and to speak honestly about the highs and the hard parts, we don't just change our own stories, we change what's possible for every woman who follows. Here's to more seats, more voices, and more women leading, building, and owning their power. Words like these aren't just inspirational fluff, they're a blueprint for action. Emma Grede isn't new to carving out spaces like this. As the CEO and co-founder of Good American, alongside Khloe Kardashian, and a founding partner at Skims with Kim Kardashian, she's built an empire on the back of bold ideas and unapologetic hustle. Dropping out of high school didn't stop her, it fueled her. From humble beginnings in London to becoming a Shark Tank regular and a Dragon's Den star, Emma's journey screams resilience. She's a mother of four, a podcast host with her show Aspire with Emma Grede, and now the architect of A Seat at the Table, a dinner series that's less about schmoozing and more about soul-bearing strategy sessions. These aren't your average networking events with forced small talk and business cards exchanged like currency. No, these are intimate gatherings where women swap war stories from the front lines of entrepreneurship, celebrate wins big and small, and plot ways to dismantle the barriers that still trip us up. In a landscape where women-led businesses secure just 2% of venture capital funding, Emma's initiative feels like a defiant middle finger to the status quo. Enter Meghan Sussex, who brought her signature blend of grace and grit to the table, literally. At 44, Meghan's no stranger to the spotlight, but these days she's wielding it on her own terms. Fresh off launching her lifestyle brand as ever, earlier this year, she arrived not just as a guest but as a contributor, sharing bottles of her own wine to toast the evening. Dressed in a sleek two-piece tan suit from her collection, paired with a crisp white shirt, a delicate gold chain necklace from Orit, and those killer pointed-toe black Balenciaga heels, she looked every bit the modern mogul. Her hair slicked back in effortless elegance, Meghan exuded that quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth isn't up for debate. And let's talk about that wine, crafted with intention, much like everything she touches. As Ever isn't just a brand, it's an extension of Meghan's ethos: quality, authenticity, and a nod to the simple joys that ground us amid chaos. Their connection runs deeper than one dinner, though. Back in June, Meghan joined Emma on the Aspire podcast for a 90-minute deep dive that left listeners buzzing. There, Emma praised Meghan's clarity, conviction, and honestly genuine wisdom, calling her approach to building as ever purpose, precision, and with a lot of heart. Meghan opened up about trusting her own timeline, someone else's urgency is not my urgency, and owning her vision while sharing the load. She even laughed about her baby mama dance, a light-hearted moment that cut through the intensity of discussing public scrutiny and royal life. You have to be authentic, Meghan emphasized, echoing Emma's own playbook. It's this raw honesty that bonds them, two women who've stared down doubt and come out swinging. What makes this dinner, and the video capturing its joy, so damn refreshing? It's the unfiltered joy of women in their element. No egos clashing, no hierarchies enforced. Just real talk over Camilla's inventive plates. Roasted heirloom carrots with tahini drizzle, perhaps, or a kale salad punched up with citrus and nuts that sparks as many ideas as it does compliments. The video shows women leaning in, eyes lit with that spark of recognition. I've been there. Followed by the practical magic of here's how I cracked it. Resources traded like treasures, a contact for that elusive investor, a tip on scaling supply chains sustainably, or even a recommendation for a therapist who gets the entrepreneur's grind. In Emma's words, it's about helping each other get shit done, and boy, does it show. These aren't passive chats, they're power moves disguised as dinners. This kind of sisterhood isn't just feel-good, it's fiercely practical. Studies back it up. Women who have strong professional networks report higher job satisfaction and faster career advancement. When we support each other, we amplify our collective bargaining power. Think about it. Emma's collaborations with the Kardashians didn't just launch billion-dollar brands, they redefined inclusivity in fashion, from Good American's size-positive denim to Skims' game-changing shapewear. Meghan, drawing from her experiences in Hollywood and beyond, brings a global lens to these conversations, advocating for mental health, racial equity, and work-life balance in ways that ripple outward. Together, they're not just building businesses, they're building a legacy of upliftment. Of course, not everyone gets it. There are always the haters lurking in the shadows, keyboards at the ready, spewing venom because, let's face it, success like this stirs up envy. Some folks can't stand seeing Meghan Sussex shining. Maybe it's the remnants of outdated narratives, or perhaps it's plain old jealousy that a woman who's rewritten her story on her terms is thriving without their permission. And Emma, as a self-made powerhouse who's turned dropout into a badge of honor, she draws the same tired trolls who whisper about nepotism or luck instead of crediting the grind. It's laughable, really. These critics, often sidelined in their own bitterness, clutching pearls over women who dare to collaborate instead of compete. Their jealousy isn't about Meghan or Emma, it's a mirror to their own unexamined insecurities. Why waste energy hating when you could be learning? These dinners aren't exclusive clubs for the elite, they're invitations to evolve. To the haters, take a seat, or better yet, pull up a chair and listen. You might just learn something. The real story here is the light. Events like a seat at the table are antidotes to isolation, proof that vulnerability is a superpower. Meghan Sussex, with her poised laugh and thoughtful insights, embodies that. She shared how her friendship with Serena Williams taught her that a lie can't live forever, a mantra that's carried her through peaks and valleys. Emma, ever the connector, weaves these threads into a tapestry of possibility. Imagine the ripple effects, one conversation leading to a mentorship, a partnership, a breakthrough. That's the alchemy of women supporting women. As the evening wound down, with glasses raised to more seats, more voices, you could feel the shift. This isn't a one-off, it's a movement. Emma's series has already popped up in Mayfair with stars like Molly May Hague, and now LA's got the fever. Meghan's involvement? A cherry on top, but more importantly, a signal. When trailblazers like her show up, it normalizes ambition for every woman watching. Whether you're a startup founder in your garage or a C-suite exec plotting your next pivot, these stories whisper, you've got a seat, claim it. In the end, I love seeing women supporting women because it's the ultimate flex. Not against each other, but for each other. Emma Grede and Meghan Sussex aren't just hosting dinners, they're hosting futures. So here's to the tables, literal and figurative, where we trade war stories and wins, where jealousy has no place, and where get shit done becomes our shared anthem. The video from that LA night? It's a snapshot of what's possible when we choose collaboration over competition, and damn does it make my heart full.